podcast. I'm Zena.
And I'm Jade.
So today, as you can see, Danny's not here because this week we are putting Jade in the hot seat, and you have asked Jade loads of questions, a lot of awkward questions, and the rules are she has to answer them and she can't use the questions against me in a fight, or I can't use
vice versa.
Or vice versa. Yeah, so we're going to answer them honestly. Yeah, are you nervous?
Yeah, I'm fucking terrified.
Are you?
Yeah.
You don't need to be terrified. It's just me. Pretend the camera's not there, right?
Okay.
So last week, Danny had her boyfriend Aaron in the hot seat, and she put him through a few awkward questions, and we got some good feedback. Everybody seemed to love Aaron. Do you think people are going to love you?
I have no idea.
People are going to love you because you're sexy as fuck.
Stuff it.
Yeah, and you're so nice and you're so kind. This is my girlfriend, everybody's. So, are you ready to go, Jade? Do you want to jump straight in with the questions?
No, I think ease me in.
Ease you in?
Yeah, ease me in.
Okay, so how was your week?
Oh. My week is just typical week, just fucking working.
Yeah,
you know?
you didn't get any salmon sperm on your face or anything like
Oh,
that?
no.
Salmon sperm, unlike me.
No.
Unlike me. I have salmon sperm in my skin right now because Jade's mom does aesthetics. Is that what you would
Yeah.
say? So basically, anyway, she coerced me into getting salmon sperm injected into my skin.
Didn't tell her until after it was done.
Yeah, hence why I have two black eyes right now. I don't know if you'd be able to see it.
It wasn't me punching her, I
Yeah,
swear.
but basically, Jade's beating me up. Basically, I got a procedure done called AMI, right? And
Is it not Lumii?
No, AMI.
Oh,
AMI, yeah.
sorry.
So basically, it brightens up under your eyes and plumps it up. So I have like really bad, like dark circles under my eyes. So I look fucking about 80 years old. But anyway, so she injected like salmon sperm into my skin, and it's supposed to help me look better. But I don't know because I have two black eyes right now at the moment. But some poor bastard had to wank a salmon. Some bastard, think about it. Someone out there in the world wanked a salmon
I don't want to think about that.
for me to have better, brighter eyes.
I don't even know how salmon have, how they do that.
They literally, I Googled it.
Fuck off.
I Googled it, yeah.
You can't wank a salmon.
Of course you can wank a salmon. People are out there and they're literally wanking salmons.
Fuck off,
Yes,
Zena.
with their fingers.
Zena,
They
you're-
wank salmon.
no,
I'm not
Zena,
messing. I
Zena,
Googled
you
it.
are messing
I'm not
right now.
messing. I Googled it because I was very
Zena,
interested.
Stop it. You can't wank a salmon.
Well, how do you think salmon sperm is in my eyes right now?
I thought they just cut open the fish and then they just take the little bits out of it and then just put it in your
No,
eyes.
babe, we
like.
don't want people killing animals for my beauty.
But wanking salmons?
Well, they're having a good time.
No, babe.
Someone's getting a wank.
Oh no, babe.
Do you know what I mean? Someone's got a wank over
I've never seen a fish penis.
a fish
A
penis.
fish penis. Have you?
No.
Okay. Right. So imagine having a fish. The koi is outside. Right.
Right,
Imagine
okay.
just wanking a koi.
I've never thought about it.
Yeah.
But I've never thought
Have you
about
ever
it.
seen a penis?
No, I've never
on a
seen
fish?
a penis on a fish. I think they're internal. I think they're inside them.
So they obviously must cut them open.
They don't cut them open, babe. I literally Googled it.
Jesus.
They get the salmon and they do this, literally wank it, and the salmon sperm comes out of the fucking salmon.
Ah, babe.
And they throw the salmon back in the water. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
Traumatized.
Crazy. It was on Pornhub. Well, yes, no, it wasn't on Pornhub. Anyway, right, we're just going to get...
So weird.
We're going to get straight into the
Okay.
questions,
Yeah,
okay?
Okay.
I love you.
I love you too.
Let's just start it off. I love you.
I love you too.
Right, you
oh
ready?
God, Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Yeah.
You ready, Jade?
Yeah, I'm ready.
If you could change anything about Zena's body, what would it be?
Absolutely nothing. Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Wouldn't change
Absolutely
one
nothing.
thing?
Not one thing.
Not one thing?
Not one thing.
What about my nails?
Yeah, maybe then.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually your nails, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but look, I understand, like, you have a little habit. I pull the fucking hairs out of my head and stuff, but
Yeah.
in terms of your body,
Yeah.
no. In terms of how you were made,
Yeah.
I wouldn't change anything about you.
You think I'm real sexy?
I do. I think you're
I'm real
perfect.
fine?
I think you're
Fuck
beautiful.
off, I'm not perfect.
Yeah, you're beautiful and you're perfect. to
Oh,
me.
you're going to get it tonight? Well, that's early days now. We'll wait and see what the next few questions
Jesus.
are. Right. I actually love this because it's feeding my ego because I am an
getting really
Aries.
nervous.
No, I am an Aries, so I love like when it's like, you know, talk about me and tell me all about myself.
I
and
feel
stuff.
like you're just waiting for like, I feel like you're just like easing me in and like there's going to be a bomb somewhere.
No, there isn't. There is one question that's a bit of a bomb, but we'll
Okay.
leave that till the very end, right? Yeah. Okay, but everything else seems fairly deep and genuine.
Okay.
We got nice questions, whereas Danny and Aaron They just got dirty fucking sex questions.
Okay.
There's not many. I don't even think there is any sex questions.
I like sex questions.
Do you know what? I might throw in some sex questions myself throughout the podcast.
Okay.
Just to keep things interesting, right?
Okay.
But anyway, next question, right?
I'm getting nervous, more nervous.
What is it about Zena that made you fall in love with her?
I think it was the fact that she didn't know how beautiful she was. I think it was the fact that she also didn't know how talented and just how intriguing she was. And I don't think she really understood her true potential for who she was as a human. And I remember there was a time we were sitting across the table from each other, and I just looked at her and I was like, I'm just instantly intrigued by this person. Like, there was so much that I felt like she had kept to herself that I was like, you need to be you. You need to, I don't know. I just felt like this person just was a world in itself that just hadn't ever been tapped into. And I was just like, I don't know. Just,
Oh, babe.
just mad about you.
This is going to be a real soppy episode. I know it is.
No, seriously, like you intrigued me from the moment I met you, because I knew you were holding back, and I knew you had this, I don't know why I felt like you had this, you had to put your head down, and I was just like, don't put your head down, put your head high. I was just like, let people see you, just let you see yourself. I just fell in love with you.
But you know what? That's the difference that you brought out in me. I have this confidence about me now that I never had before. It's so weird. I don't even know what it was. I think it's just I don't know, just the way you look at me. That's all I need. Do you know what I mean? It's like I never had the confidence before to be who I actually really was. And it's only now, since I've been with you, that I feel comfortable in my skin and to be who I am.
Yeah, but that makes me sad though, because
Why?
I feel like you should have always like known your worth. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but there's no point in dwelling on the past. It is what it is, and so we're living in the now.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like that anymore. Okay. So
I just went like that, down at the camera. I'm down on the ground and just like, yeah, so. Okay. Just moving swiftly on.
It's all love and good now, boy. I feel there's an argument coming up.
Please don't, baby.
We'll see. Right. Have you any questions for me, actually? You don't have to ask me now, but is there anything on your mind that you want to ask me during the episode? You don't have to ask me now.
No, I will ask you now, because it's a challenge.
Oh, right,
so,
okay.
What was the first moment that you felt like was, okay, this, I kind of feel like I'm having feelings for this person?
The first moment I remember, I don't know if it was love, but the first moment I remember sticking out where you made me feel special was when we were writing a song and you had said something to me and you had made me feel more seen than my own wife at the time. And it was like you had said something to me that like no one had ever said to me before.
Yeah.
Not even the person that I was married to. And it was like, why are you making me feel more seen, more understood, more appreciated than anybody else in the whole world?
Yeah.
And that was, I remember that very first moment, and that was a conflicting moment because it made me confused.
Yeah.
Very confused. I was like,
yeah,
why is this person who I barely know making me feel more appreciated in the world than anybody else has ever made me feel?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So for me, that was the start of it.
Yeah.
The start of the confusion.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like the start of the, what the fuck is this? And like trying to suppress the feelings that I had and ignore them.
Yeah.
And I did.
Yeah.
I fucking ignored them. I pushed those feelings right down.
I think at the same time, like I was feeling the same things and also trying to be respectful to the person that I was with at the same time. I was also feeling things for you.
Yeah.
And I'm sure like people have been in the same situation where it's just like, right, I'm in a relationship with somebody, I've been in a long-term relationship and I'm not, I don't want to do hashtags happy, but all of a sudden somebody comes into your life and you just get completely like swept off your feet and you don't know why you feel this way. And all of a sudden you are completely confused and you find yourself in a situation where you're like, why am I feeling these things? Like, where did this person come from? I never asked for, you know, why am I thinking about this person all day, every day? And then life happens, and then
It comes out of nowhere.
it comes out of nowhere. But I definitely felt like the moment that I knew I was falling for you, you gave me a fucking cheeky little look. And I know that you say that you can't
always
remember
say this. I don't
but I'm
remember.
telling you.
I don't remember.
It's all in the eyes. Maybe I'm just a little bit too focused in the eyes.
Delulu. No,
Yeah.
I'm only messing.
But no, it was something in your eyes that was like, it was like you seeing me and
Yeah.
I could see you.
Yeah.
And that was different. And that was, I don't know. It was like we didn't have to say anything for a feeling to grow.
Yeah, I get you.
Do you know what I mean?
There was no words. There was no nothing.
There was nothing, but it felt like, you know, when you...
There was something.
There was
There was something and nothing all at the same time.
There was like a look, and I was like, oh. And I was like, no. I was like, oh, and no. And I was like, no.
Yeah. I was the exact same.
And I was like, nah, no. I was, oh, no.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, and then
shit.
I was like, okay. And then I would find myself then when I would like meet up with you, like on different occasions, I would just feel like a burning feeling in my gut that I never had before. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, what is this?
It's actually it's so conflicting and it's so sad all at the same time because those feelings that you feel are supposed to be the most amazing feelings in the whole world. But at the same time, they were awful to feel because they were bad in the moment.
They were bad in the moment, but I didn't know what was going on because I never felt what you made me feel before. Like genuinely, never felt it before. I didn't ask for you. I didn't look for you. Me and you were friends years before we had ever actually met up.
Yeah.
And
you hated me.
And I really hated you. I was so jealous. And I put my hands down, like I'll say it.
Hate
like,
is a strong word.
No, I didn't hate you, but I was extremely jealous. And I never felt jealousy like the way I felt it with you.
Yeah.
I should have known there and then. I was like, this fucking person's bringing out all these fucking weird feelings in me. Like, so Zena would have always been in my friend group, you know, because she would have always been on social media and like putting her music and stuff out there. And I remember like my friends were kind of in the same circle as her friends and whatnot. And I remember just hearing her name, and I would have been into music as well at the time, excuse me. And I would have been very jealous of the fact that Zena would put herself out there. And I was like, who is this? Like, why is everybody talking about her? And I admired her so much, but I couldn't find the words to, I don't know, I just couldn't find the words to be like, I admire you and I don't do what you do.
Yeah.
Instead, I looked at you and was just like, no, I'm not going to listen to that.
Yeah.
And that was the first time that I ever had ignorance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was a new feeling for me.
Right.
But it made me realise that you were doing something that I wish that I could do. So you had that confidence.
Yeah.
And hence, like, you're on social media. I'm not. Like, you put
you
yourself out there.
Put yourself out there.
And I would consider myself very extroverted, but for some reason, I can't get behind a camera and talk about me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, you're doing very good right now, I have to say.
Yeah, but that's because, like, being with you has brought me out of my shell. And
You reckon?
I love that about
that's
us.
Lovely.
I do love that about us, that, like, I've always wanted to be with somebody who got me.
Yeah.
And I've always wanted to be with somebody who could pull me out of my own fucking, like, I always feel like I'm trapped in my own.
Right. In your own head.
Yeah, in my own in my own insecurities. And you just make me feel confident.
Do I?
Yeah, you make me feel confident and you make me feel like, just do the things that you want to do.
Yeah.
And I've, like, and this is not taken away from anybody that I've been with in the past, but you bring that aspect out of me that I've always felt like it's being.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, I just feel like you get me, and like, you push me to be uncomfortable, and sometimes I fight you on it, but then I'm like, oh my God, I was really happy that I'd done that. And I'm like, oh my God, I want to do more. I want to do more.
Yeah.
But I remember when I first met you, I seen you and you seen me. And when we first met each other, we were friends. And then when it came into a relationship, it got a little bit like, woo.
Yeah.
But I love that about you, and I love being with you for that reason. That you push me. You push me to be me.
Yeah.
And that's, I suppose, like, the most important thing to me.
Yeah. I'm just a big believer in things happen outside the comfort zone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I never used to be that person.
And I never thought I needed that.
Yeah. I never used to be that person, but like one thing I always drill into Jade's head is if you stay the same, everything else stays the same. Do you know what I mean?
And there was something as well that you said something to me like, I say yes to everything because
There's always an opportunity that comes from it, no matter what.
Whereas I would always use an excuse to be like, I'm not ready. And then I would miss out.
Yeah.
And I would kick myself.
No, there's no such thing as not ready.
Yeah.
Whatever happens in whatever timeline, if you get an opportunity that comes along,
Yeah.
and now this is just my opinion, I don't know if this is right or wrong, but if I get an opportunity that comes along, someone asks me to do something, and in myself I don't feel prepared to do what they're asking me to do, I will still say yes.
Yeah.
Because number one, because I've said yes, it will push me to try and be the best that I can be in that situation. So I will learn in a certain time frame to be the best.
And that's what I found that me and you struggled with the very first time that we got together.
Yeah.
Because you would have been very like, make plans, let's do it, let's follow through. And I would have been like, whoa.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like me and you kind of struggled a lot at the beginning with that.
Yeah, but our conflicting things. I'm very stubborn. If I say I'm going to do something, I have to follow through. So I hate when I don't follow through with something. I hate that. But also, like, if you say yes to something, like I'm a videographer and photographer. That's my career, whatever. It's how I make money. But if someone comes to me with a job, right, and I'm like, oh God, that's a bit fucking advanced for me. I don't feel like, you know, your imposter fucking syndrome kind of kicks in, and you're just like, oh God, I don't feel like I'm ready for that. I will say those things to myself, but I don't let it stop me from going for the job.
But that's what I admire you for.
And any job that I've ever said yes to that I didn't want to, I've always gained something from it. Always gained something from it.
Yeah.
Whether it's meeting new connections, new people, or other opportunities I've opened up from it. I've never regretted saying yes to something that I've been scared of, ever.
And you know what? Like, I would hear people saying that before, but like witnessing it firsthand with you, because like your career, like you meet so many different people. You know what I mean? Like you have you meet so many different people, and I've been with you on sets and stuff like this, and all of a sudden it's like, wow, like this is what like engagement is about. This is what saying yes is about. Like,
just look at it like this, baby, right? How exciting is it? Just the word yes. How exciting is that? It's scary, but how exciting is it, right? Like, yes. Do you want to do this? Yes. Let's go here. Yes. Let's do it, right? It's exciting, right? And anxiety is an exciting feeling as well as bad. Like, people would associate the anxious feeling with, oh, I'm anxious feeling. You know what I mean? It's a bad feeling. But the word yes brings anxiety, and anxiety is something that we need also at the same time. Yeah. Imagine if you said no all the time, what would we be doing? Your life would stay stagnant. It would stay the same the whole way through.
Right. Can I get serious? Like, I'm just going to flip it. I'm going to flip it for 1 second, and we're not going to, we're not going to talk too much about it. So my problem is that I said yes to everything, and it always was bad for me. So I think somewhere in my mind, saying yes and going along with things actually put me in a dangerous position. So I never knew what it was like to say no. So then as I got older, I was like, I'll say no, because I know by saying yes, it's bad. Yeah. So, but by being with you, like, so it's weird. Like, I would have always said yes, 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 uncomfortable, yes, yes. Whereas you say yes, yes, uncomfortable, but you kind of thrive in it. Whereas I'm like, yes, 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 no, I don't.
But there's a difference though. Yeah. Okay, so yes. Whereas I'm saying yes, it's an uncomfortableness that's not bad for me. Yeah. It's an uncomfortableness where I know that I'm going to learn. But also, yes, there's a difference where people should also say no.
Yeah, and I never was able to say no.
Yes, but there's a difference. So if you're either saying yes, you're not going to say yes to something you know is fucking bad for you. That's people pleasing. So there's a difference.
Yeah, but that's where I would kind of find that. So I would say yes to people please, but I didn't know it was people pleasing when I would say yes. So then when it came to me making decisions on my own, I wouldn't know what yes or no meant, because I didn't know what felt safe.
I get you.
So by being with you, what you've opened me up to is a place where you're like, it makes me uncomfortable. Do you think that like I'm confident doing this? And like I would see you and you're just like, so I have this job and like you would, as you say, fake it till you make it, but like you have this confidence about you that I don't even think that you see. I feel like I know what I want to do when I'm with you.
Okay.
I want to do music, I want to do movies, I want to be artistic, like
do all the creative stuff.
And you have solidified that in me when every time I've thought, fuck this, I just want this.
Yeah, but you've solidified that in me as well, because I've never been in a relationship with someone before who was as artistic and creative, who wanted to do those things with me. So it's like, you want to make music with me, you want to do movies with me, you want to write a film with me. So it's like,
I fucking love your mind. Like I love, like when I come home from work, like no, seriously, I love when I come home from work and you're just like, right, I'm after like making up something and I'm just like, how the fuck? You know what I mean?
This conversation has gone very deep and
it is. And we're
philosophical
only, I think
already.
There's only 2 questions that you've
We're
actually
only
asked
2
me.
questions in.
But this is where we can edit everything.
It is.
We might have sex as well in between, just letting you know.
On camera?
Yeah, because she's pretty hot right now.
Will we record it?
Yeah, do you want to?
Yeah, we'll record having sex and we'll put it up on Patreon. Okay, I think it's time.
Okay, enough talking.
Enough talking. I think it's time we move on to the next question.
Okay.
Oh, here's a sexual question for everybody now, right? If you were getting bored, we're going to spice it up for you now, okay?
Okay.
Just hang on. Don't give up on us yet. Jade,
Well,
would you consider bringing a permanent third into the relationship? I think I would fit in well with you guys.
okay, well, first of all, who are you? No, I'm joking. I've always been open about, because I've thought about it before. I think polyamory is the way to go, especially the way that life is now. Like people have a short attention span, and I think if there's love to go around, well then give it to everybody. I don't believe in traditional values, but at the same time I admire them. Like I'd love to be married for like 50 years just to that one sole person. But then again, I've seen it on the other side, like where like grandparents have like slept on the other side of the houses, like in different beds, and they can't stand each other, but they've stayed together because they felt like they had to.
Yeah.
So I've always been like, okay, I've seen traditional ways of like living, and yeah, okay, we're 50, 60 years married, and fair enough, you could be so happy 50, 60 years married, and I would love that. But realistically, my track record as well has not been great. But at the same time, I don't think I've found somebody that I've ever been truly in love with. And then I met Zena, and I think that anything is possible. Welcoming a third person in, no, I don't believe now in this relationship I want, nor do I feel like I need, because I feel like I have everything with Zena. But prior to that, and again, not taken away from any of my other relationships that I've had, but I probably would have always been like, you know, don't just stick to one partner.
Yeah.
And it's maybe come from a place of like, I haven't found the right person. Again, that's not to say in a couple of years' time that we won't welcome threesomes in or whatever, but like,
who knows?
I don't want it for now, and I don't see it for myself now. But if you're into it, go for it.
I don't see it either. For one, I'm a jealous person, so it's like, no, I don't want anyone else to have you. I don't want anyone else to have you.
Yeah.
But then again, at the same time, my fantasies tell me something else.
Yeah, but see, I have fantasies as well. Like, I have a fantasy that Zena just is with a guy. And just, maybe it's because I know she hasn't been with a guy. And I'm like, I want her to be with a guy in my fantasy. But if it actually came down to it, I'd be like, no.
Yeah.
You know.
But I have those fantasies as well, as I said in like 2 episodes back.
Yeah.
Have this fantasy of you being fucked by a big fucking black cock. Don't know why.
Yeah.
And then today we unlocked a new fantasy. New fantasy unlocked. Ching. So today I masturbated to a video of Jade that I have on my phone, right? It was like an outtake of our music video from Lonely, right? Oh my God, Jade, she's so fucking hot in this music. Just the way she's basically making out with a mannequin and she's like dancing for a mannequin. And oh my God, it's so fucking hot. Anyway, I had to masturbate to it. But anyway, me and Jade were talking about it today. My new fantasy is I want to see Jade fuck herself. I would love if there was 2 Jades so I could watch them Get it on together. Oh my God. Oh my God.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. You, Jade and Jade together.
Like, okay, right. I get, excuse me. Okay. I understand where you're coming from, because if I could see you and you.
Would you think that was hot?
Yeah, fuck me.
Me and me, like two me's together?
Jesus fucking Christ, yeah.
Would you think that was hot? See?
Yeah.
Is it, like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. But I can't get on board with it when you say it to me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, 2 Jades. Jade multiplied by 1. Oh, multiplied by 2. Jade multiplied by 2. Oh, let's move on. But anyway, new fantasy. I want to see Jade be with herself in a weird way.
I can just sit in front of a mirror, like.
Your mouth kissing your mouth.
Nah.
Stop it. Just stop that right now. Right, let's move on because it's getting too hot and spicy in here. Right, Jade. Why are you not famous or playing music anymore? Your old songs live in my heart with hope that one day you will go back to them and release. Tell us a little bit about your music career back in the past, Jade.
Oh, that was really nice, whatever that was. But at the same time, it's sad. I was signed to Sony at the age of 17. I don't think I ever wanted to be a famous singer. I just think it was something that I love to sing, and I love to like write music, and I love to write poems for an escape. As a kid, like, you know, that was just my way of, I don't know, tapping into myself. I was, again, introvert, extrovert, introvert. Like, I would have went through phases where I was, as you were saying, with friends and stuff. I had a group of friends, then I would go into myself. Then I had a group of other friends, then I would go into myself. And in between those, you know, having a group of friends, then going into myself, I would always like get locked into music and writing and all this stuff. Anyway, when I got the record deal, it kind of just came out of the blue. I never looked for it. I never busked. I never sang on stage as such. And all of a sudden I was getting this record deal and I never felt like I deserved it. So I felt like from that point, I don't know. I felt like I was an intruder. I wrote
imposter
songs.
syndrome.
Yeah, I felt like I was an imposter. I felt like everybody else around me wanted it more than I did. And it wasn't that I didn't want it. I just never thought that what I was doing for an escape would be something that could be capitalized on or anything like that. I don't even know. I just, even thinking about it, I don't even remember who I was. At that time, I was completely lost. Yes, I met amazing people and I done amazing things, and I could have went really far. And do I look back at it and regret some choices that I made? Like, sometimes I think, did I appreciate it enough? I don't think I did, but at the same time, I don't think it was meant for me at the time.
Yeah. I
don't crave fame. I don't want fame. Like, I love to do music. I love to write music. I love to act. I love to be in entertainment without all of that. But yeah, I don't know.
You're underselling it.
Huh?
You're underselling it. You were signed to Sony because you were very fucking talented. It was nothing to do with you, like, ever, like, not busking or feeling like, you know, you didn't deserve it, baby. You deserved it because you were talented. Yeah, and these people seen something in you that you fucking have.
Yeah, but see, this is the thing that I've always fought with my ex-manager over. I remember my manager at the time used to say to me, so the reason why you have a record, I used to say, I don't feel like I deserve it. I don't feel like I deserve it. Like, I used to be walking down Grafton Street and I would see people busking, right? Literally, like, grinding. And I admire them so much because they want people to see them and they are so fucking talented, right? And they don't give a shit. Like, they would be there morning, noon and night, 7 days a week. And here I am walking through Grafton Street and I've got a record deal on my back that I never asked for. And all of a sudden, I'm just like, well, what do I do with it? How did I get it? And then my manager at the time was saying to me, well, you're just talented. And sometimes it's the look of the draw. And I'm like, well, I don't feel like I deserve it. I don't feel like I've ever worked for it. I never really asked for it. And then I felt like an imposter going into like Sony and like One Direction at the time were like coming up and all this, and everybody was walking through like the studios and everything, and I was just like, I don't belong here. I don't belong here. I felt like I used to write in my room or write in a train or write in a corner, no music, no nothing, just everything in here. And then all of a sudden it was like, now you have to show the world what it is that's inside your brain. And I was like, I just completely froze because I didn't ask for it.
You panicked.
But
baby, you were only 17.
Yeah, but
you were only a kid.
But at the same time, I had an amazing experience. Like it was. I'm not ever going to like look like I'm not going to like spit in the face of the fact that I had that opportunity. But when I had it, I was just like, this is somebody else's place. It's not mine. And I still feel that way. And even like I want to act now at the moment. I really want to act.
Jade's an amazing actor.
But I really want to act, and I do want to do music, but I will never accept something being handed to me because I just don't.
But nothing was handed to you, baby.
Yeah,
it was handed to you because of who you were and how talented you were. Like the songs that I have fucking songs that Jade wrote. When she was signed on my computer, they're amazing.
But my heart was not in that because
I know, Jade.
You know what I mean?
Your heart wasn't in it. You were only young. You were only 17. You were around all these famous people. We could name drop a lot of people that Jade met, but she probably won't do that. She's very humble. She's very humble.
That's not, no.
But anyway, the point is, right? This person's asking, are you going to get back into music?
I want to get back into music, but the difference is that I'm older. And I am...
sexier?
No, hang on. No, I'm older, and this time I'm doing it for me. I'm going into that world and I'm going to fucking busk as hard as I can, and I'm going to grind as hard as I can because I feel like that's what somebody who gets that opportunity, like they have to do that to get there. I don't know. There's just some weird psychology thing going on in my head. That
you feel like you need to earn it.
Yeah, I need to earn it. But this time around, like when I was signed, I had no control over anything because it happened like that. I was here like that. I was there like that. And all of a sudden I had to lose weight like that. I had to do this like that. I met these people like that. And it was just, I was like...
a roller coaster.
I was like, well, did I put my feet in the door myself, or did you how did it even happen? So it happened so fast. But this time around I'm just like, right, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna write the songs as I did, but I'm gonna have an input in the
it's gonna be on your terms.
It's gonna be on my terms, and you know what I mean. I don't know, I just
do you love the music that me and you make together?
Yeah I do
yeah,
I do. And I think that like I've worked with talented famous people, and you could feel like the loneliest person in the room, and you could feel like I don't deserve to be here, because they can also make you feel that way. And here I am with this person, and she has got, if not 10 times more talent than I have, and she doesn't even realize it.
No, I don't.
You do.
No,
and
I don't.
You don't even realize it. You don't even realize
You
it.
don't realize your talent,
Zena,
baby.
You'd be sitting there, like, you don't even know I'm listening to you, and you don't even know I'm in the house, and you're doing all of these fucking ad-libs, and I'm like, that's her voice. And then all of a sudden when I come to the room, your voice changes, and I'm just like, don't pretend
I'm
that
not a
in the room.
singer.
You fucking are.
No, I'm a music producer.
fuck
You're
off.
a singer.
No, fuck off.
That's
We're going
it.
to move on right now.
We're going to move on to the next
because
question.
this is bullshit, because fuck off.
I love you.
I love you too.
Right. Since being with Zena, what has she taught you that no other relationship has taught you?
Patience.
Also, I just want to add that I think you are very beautiful.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, so I've taught you patience.
I'm fucking a lot of patience.
Yeah.
Jesus.
All these
Christ.
nice things that Jade's saying about me. There's also the other side. Yeah, I'm very hard to fucking love, guys. Very hard to love.
And a lot of disassociation.
Baby, do you disassociate with me?
Oh yeah, a lot of the time.
Really?
Yeah, you kind of remind me of when I was a kid, and when like there'd be like something happening, and I'd be like, sing a song in your head.
Am I hard to love?
You're not hard to love. You're just like I've met my match.
Okay.
I've met my match.
You're not hard to love. Well,
No, you're not hard to love, but I've met my match. Like, I've not come up against somebody who fucking challenges me like you do.
oh, I know.
But I know I do the same to you.
You do. I've never been with someone who is exactly the same as me.
I'd be sitting here rapping.
Exactly
And
the
I
same.
make up all these songs in my head. I'm like, wow, I have a whole album going on right now.
We are the same people. But we're very hot-headed people, is what I'm trying to say.
We.
Are you trying to tell me you're not hot-headed?
See what I mean? Nah, I'm joking. I nearly got right in the back of your neck.
Tonsil.
I'm sorry.
She's sitting here trying to pretend to be
I know.
Right,
Right,
gentle
come on, next
soul.
question.
Let's move on, she says. Right. Okay, Jade, next question.
Okay.
Oh, name something an ex had that you wish Zena had. Oh, okay, here's where the fights start. Something an ex had that I don't have that you wish I did. Oh, that's a very interesting question.
That's a fight coming up straight
It's okay.
away.
It's what happens on the pod stays in the pod. I'm
it's not.
open to honest.
This is a trap.
It's not going to be used against you.
Okay.
Okay.
So say it once more.
Never. So name something an ex had that you wish Zena had. Spicy.
A little bit more tolerance.
A little bit more tolerance, as in
just like not so quick to jump the gun.
in what way? Like, give me an example.
Because I know I can get like, and I'll hold my hands up to it. Like I'm very hot-headed very quickly. Like, because I've got like OCD really bad, and I'm just like ah. But then again, that's asking a lot of you though, because it's my issue that I've got OCD.
Yeah.
But
You don't think I have patience? You don't think I have tolerance for you?
I feel that you have a lot more of it now.
Yeah.
Like in the past couple of weeks.
Weeks?
Yeah,
Only
in the past couple of weeks.
right.
But actually, more trust.
That's something I agree with
Yeah,
you
more
there.
trust.
I agree with you there.
More
I
More
have
trust.
I have trust issues.
Yeah, more trust.
I do have trust
Yeah.
issues.
More trust.
I'm working on it though.
That's okay.
I'm working on it.
I know we're working on it together,
Yeah.
and you know what? You are coming on leaps and bounds.
Oh, I definitely am. I've been fucked in the past with trust, very like recently and in the past, and I have trust issues.
And that's okay.
So sometimes it does get like
That's okay.
a bit intense.
But like, yeah. So I think it's a little bit more trust and a little bit more. I wish that you would accept that when I'm reassuring you, that it's genuinely
Yeah.
reassurance and that it's not. There's no
Games.
alternative.
Yeah.
Like there's not
I
because
always assume there's an alternative motive. Always.
and that's a head fuck for me
know.
because I'm just like, what else do I need to do?
I know, and I'm
know?
sorry.
That's okay.
I know. I have like I am really trying.
No,
with
I
that.
know, I
Bear.
know.
It's like it's my own insecurities. It's my own overthinking, my own inner thoughts, my own inner
But
demons.
I get that. I do get that as well, though. Do you know what I mean? So, like, I'm trying to also be patient with the fact that you have been fucked over and that this is something that is a learned.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's something that's learned.
Yeah.
That this is a way to react.
Yeah.
But it's also hard in the moment that it's like, babe, I'm not the same like as these other people. So like, just back off me a little bit.
Yeah.
So we're kind of coming to a place where it's like,
Yeah.
okay. So now question goes back to you.
Okay.
So, what was it?
What do I wish you had then? Name something an ex had that you wish Jade had.
Now, be honest.
Okay.
Honest. And you're not going to hurt me and it stays in the pod.
I've said it
And
to you
be honest.
before.
No, be really
I
honest.
am being really honest.
Okay.
I've said it to you before.
What?
I was like so used to getting up early in the morning because I'm an early person. I love getting up early, and I'm like probably a bit more hyperactive in the mornings and early.
Very loud.
Very hard to deal with in the mornings. I'm just like energetic in the mornings. So I would have been used to someone getting up early with me and like sitting down, having breakfast together and having tea together. And then when you came along, I found it very, very difficult that you didn't get up early
I know.
with me.
I know.
So I found it very lonely But again, that's nothing bad. Like that, you're not an early morning person. That's nothing. That's nothing against your character or anything. It was just something I struggled with.
Yeah,
so
I get
like,
that.
if I could have brought something into you that an ex had, it would have been that you were an early morning person to get up with me and to have breakfast together and to have tea together.
Used to fucking groove.
But that's it. I don't think that's a bad thing.
It's just so loud in the morning. I can't. Do you know what? I'm getting better with getting up and.
You are.
I'm getting better with getting up early in the morning.
She brought me tea and toast in bed the other morning and I nearly fucking died with the biggest orgasm my whole life.
It's the loud, like, it's my ears are just so sensitive. So like, Zena be like, what time is it? And she might not say it like that, but that's how it sounds. She might say, what time is it? And I'm like, stop shouting so loud. I don't know.
Jade's ears are very sensitive in the morning, so they are.
You be nice to me right now.
I love you.
I love you too.
We're being honest. We're not allowed to fight each other.
Obviously not.
Right.
Oh God.
Jade.
Oh God.
How many people did you sleep with before Zena? And do you ever think of Danny while fucking Zena?
No. Maybe I did at the beginning.
You thought about Danny at the beginning?
No, I thought about you and Danny.
Oh, no, elaborate. You need to explain.
So, how many people did I sleep
So,
with?
first question, how many people have you slept with before Zena?
Too many. And I'm not proud of it. And I'm not proud of it.
Baby, don't say you're not proud of it. But men can sleep with as many people as
but
they
I'm
fucking
not.
want. Why can't women?
No, I'm not trying to say that. I'm genuinely not proud of it. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I would have been very promiscuous in the self-destructive sense.
Type of way, yeah.
Like, you know, just sleeping with people to hurt myself. Again, it's getting quite dark, but I'm a dark person.
You are. You're a dark, deep soul, which is I love.
Yeah, but I would have slept with a lot of people, not for joy, more so for pain. I don't know where that came from. Well, I do, but not proud of it. And then after the threesome and stuff, like I probably would have thought about like you and Danny quite a lot. Like,
really?
Yeah.
Like what? Like you like masturbating? Would you have thought about me and Danny?
No, I would have just like. I can't go into details.
You can't go into details. It's literally the Unhinged podcast.
I don't
you
know.
have
Like
to go into
I
details.
remember you and Danny lying down on their bed, right? And like her and Danny turning around just being like, so when is this fucking threesome happening, right? And they tried to turn around and say I was the one that pushed it on them. Yes, I did mention it. And then this whole thing was like the threesome thing, right? Then I remember we were outside Libby's house and Danny was having a smoke out the porch and Zena was there. And then we were talking about this whole threesome. Anyway, the night went on, right? Then we were in Danny's house. Next of all, we were in Danny's bed, right? We were in Danny's bed. And they talked about the threesome again. So I just got up like Sergeant Major.
That's not how it happened. But anyway.
I just got up like Sergeant Major and I said, right, Zena, take off your top. Danny, take off your clothes. And I was like, this is how it's going to go. And that replayed in my mind because I remember Zena like tying up her hair. And I was like, go down on Danny right now.
Yeah, you have to tie up the hair.
Yeah. And she was like, are you sure you want me to do this? I said, fucking get down there right now.
Yeah.
And she did.
And did that turn you on? Like, what turned you on about that? Your dominance in the whole thing?
No, it wasn't even like my dominance. It was just more like, oh, fucking shut up talking about it like it's going to fucking happen. Like, just get the fuck up. It's like, Zane, take off your clothes. Take off your top right now. And you went,
baby, no one talked about it. It was you. It was you that coordinated this whole threesome.
We'll agree to disagree.
Okay. Oh, you're going back there now.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a weird time. We were all going through some really dark shit back then.
But again, it was an experience. And yeah, would it happen again? No, I don't think so.
No. Wouldn't. She's like my sister now.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
She is.
To even think that I tasted her vagina.
Yeah. But it was an experience. Like, that's, do you know what I mean? Like, that's what friends are for.
Exactly. It's all about experience.
That's what friends are for.
Say yes to everything.
No, do you know
want
what?
a threesome? Say yes.
If you've got a friend out there, right, who is maybe struggling with their sexuality or who maybe wants to explore their sexuality a little bit, and if you're a little bit more, you know, on the extroverted side,
ring Jade.
Call me. 085 236.
Jade will have the threesome and she will conduct it as well for you.
No, I'm joking.
You're not joking at all. Right, Jade. Next question. Hi, Jade.
Hello. Hi.
You probably wouldn't remember me, but me and you once shared a kiss.
Okay.
You were a very good kisser, and I want to know what's the best kiss you ever had, not including Zena. Sorry, Zena.
I think it was me. She was a good kisser.
She was a good kisser.
Yeah. I don't know. I actually don't know.
Who was the best sex you've ever had?
You are.
No,
By
don't say
far.
me.
No, by
Swear.
far. I swear on everything. You are.
You're not just saying that.
Genuinely. No, genuinely. Except for that black guy. That big dick.
Don't get me horny. Don't get me horny right now.
That big dick. Jesus
Oh
Christ.
my God. Was he better than me?
What guy are you talking about? Which
The big
one?
black guy that you were with, that you had sex with, was he better at sex than me?
Which one?
Which one?
There was 4 of them.
Baby, who was the best sex you've ever had?
You are. I just said that.
No, you're just saying that.
I'm not.
Swear.
I swear.
Swear on my life.
I swear on your life.
I'm genuinely.
Zena.
Look at the camera. Take your glasses off and look at the camera.
I don't have glasses
I
on,
know.
babe.
Just look at the camera. Who's the best sex you've ever had?
Zena is. Baby, you know that you are. Come on
I
now.
don't know that I am. How would I know who was the best sex you've ever had?
Zena, I swear on my Jesus, holy life, Jesus, holy Lord. You fucking know that you already ever stop.
Okay.
Why are you getting so jealous right now over past relationships? There was 4 black guys with big black cocks that fucked me really hard and made me come so hard, bent me over backwards, and literally I couldn't walk for days. And then there was a couple of lesbians that like basically like licked me out to fuck and made my clit so fucking swollen. And they might have broken a few fingers because I was tense that fucking hard. And maybe, you know, I might have broken a dick or 2. That's the truth.
So Jade, look. Jesus, baby, that was intense. That was very graphic.
It was at the time.
So I just still don't know. Stop it! Stop it right now! Forget about the podcast. Who's the best sex you've ever had?
I swear on your life, it's you. I swear on
Why
anybody's life.
me? Why am I the best sex you've ever had when you've had 4 big black cocks inside you?
I was messing. I've only had 2.
Oh. I don't like this podcast anymore. I don't like this episode anymore.
Don't ask me questions. It's in my past.
Right. Love the podcast, girls. I'm obsessed and feel like I know you as friends. I'd love to actually hang out with you someday. Anyway, my question for Jade is, if you had a message for all of Zena's exes, what would it be?
Your loss. Motherfuckers, your loss. She's a fucking great bitch, your loss, motherfuckers. You can go swivel on my dick, motherfuckers. No, I'm joking. No, because a lot of Zena's exes are her friends, bar
Some of them. Yeah.
yeah, which I'm the same. I'm friends.
That's
with a
how
lot of my
lesbians.
exes.
That's how lesbians work.
Yeah, I'm friends with a lot of my exes as well.
Yeah.
But still, your loss.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
no, true. No, seriously. That's what my message would be. Yeah, like your loss.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in the most respectful way.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For the ones that you're still friends with. The
Yeah.
other ones, swivel. Your loss.
Baby.
No,
I love
baby.
you.
I love you too.
Okay. If you and Zena never met, where do you think your life would be now? Ooh, that's a really interesting question.
I think I'd still be lost.
Really? Really?
I think I'd still be lost. I think I'd probably be, and again, no disrespect to the person. No, I'm not even going to say that. No disrespect to anybody that I was with
Yeah.
in the past, but I think I would be just sailing through, and I'd probably be hurting other people around me, trying
Yeah.
to find myself, staying in relationships that I know I wasn't ever going to grow in,
Yeah.
and I'd be lost completely.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I'd be lost as well.
Seriously, like I think you're the progression in my life that I needed. I think that you're like the breath of fresh air that I needed. I think that, like, I don't know, you've literally flipped my world into what it was supposed to be. And in comparison, and again, no disrespect, but in comparison to
Past relationships.
Yeah, I just felt like I was comfortable, I was surviving, I was living, and I loved the people that I was with, but I wasn't excelling.
Yeah.
And I know that might sound a bit selfish, but
No.
I just felt like I was always missing a part, and I felt like you came in, you fucking blew me away. Like, you blew me into pieces, and I had to go find the pieces, and then I found them, and then I was just like, where am I? And then I'm like, okay, I sit and I sit here, and
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
so you make me live, you make me realize that I don't know, you just fit me, you know.
I'm gonna cry, and I don't want to cry in the podcast.
You're not gonna cry.
I'm really hard.
You're not gonna cry.
I'm really hard, and I'm really funny.
You're
and I
hard
don't
right
cry.
now. Let me see on you.
If I had a dick, I would be like fucking that right now, like that. Oh, do you ever wonder if Zena cheated on you,
Yes.
or if she ever will in the future?
Yes.
Do
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have, and I'll be totally honest with that. And I've said it to her before, and that's an insecurity that has come from me, because I also don't want to be hurt, and I know that she probably feels the same way as well. And that's the reason why I answer it straight out, because
I think everybody wonders if they're going to be cheated on or
yeah.
not.
And she is a flirt, and I know that she's a flirt, and I don't care that she's a flirt, because that's who she was before she met me. I'm also a flirt. That's who I was before I met her. But does it cross my mind if it would ever go somewhere? Yes, but do I ever think that she would cheat on me? No. But when my mind is in a negative place, yeah, I do.
I think everybody's mind goes there at some stage.
But like, she's a flirt, and I accept her for that, because again, like, I am a flirt as well, but there's no intention at all. So I accept her, she accepts me, but it just goes without saying, it's natural to just kind of think,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? I will say it straight off, because that's something that you would think of.
Do you actually think, when it comes down to it, do you think I will ever cheat on you?
I get scared that you will. I don't think that you would, but I get scared that you will. Yeah.
What would make you feel better? How could I make you feel better? And how could I make you feel more secure?
I don't think anything will help that, because this is my insecurity. It's not up to you to reassure me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this is where I take the responsibility off you, because this is something that is my fear. It's not something that you've made me fear.
Yeah.
It's something that I fear.
Yeah.
So this is where I have to ask myself, is this something that she's made me feel, or something that is just in me? And if it's something that's in me, okay, well then this is something that I have to kind of work through myself. If she's giving me a reason that I feel like she's going to cheat on me, well then that's an us and her issue. But I think everybody, like, when they have something so amazing, like, it's only natural to feel like somebody or something is going to fucking take it like that.
And I think it was only today I literally said that to you. Because, like, you know, obviously we want to get into the music industry, you want to get into acting and stuff. And I was just like, Jade, you know what? I said, like, promise me that no one will ever come between us. Yeah. No one will ever come in and try, like, make you, you know, and try take you away from me and stuff.
Nobody ever will. And to be completely honest, like, when it comes to, like, acting or music, if it ever came down to it, and either you or me had to ever do a scene with somebody, I'd discuss it with you, and you'd discuss it with me. And
that wouldn't bother me.
Yeah, and it wouldn't bother us, because, like,
that wouldn't bother me.
It's a job.
Yeah,
like,
if you had to do a sex scene with someone in a music video or an acting,
we've also had a threesome with somebody that was a friend of ours, and you know, so there's boundaries that we know that we can go to, and we know boundaries that we know not to cross.
Yeah,
and we also know the two of us are quite career driven. You more so on the career that I want to be on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I, as much as you think that you would fear the whole thought of me being with somebody, like, I don't think that you would actually have an issue with that. Because you're so professional, like.
No, I wouldn't. I know for a fact I wouldn't have an issue. I could watch you, as we discussed earlier, we're in the process of creating a short horror movie together where Jay's going to be acting, I'm going to be directing and filming or whatever. And there is a little scene in it where we think Jade's going to possibly have to kiss someone else, and that is like I have no issue with. I'm quite secure in that way, like that. Like I've seen you kiss other people, not even just Danny. Like we've been out on nights out, and you've kissed other people for the laugh, and I've kissed other people for the laugh,
And we've always said to each other, "Yo, we're just gonna do this right now. Is that okay with you?" Yeah, cool, fine.
And I know other people on the outside would probably think, "What the fuck are they doing?" But it's literally like it's just. I am not the owner of Jade's, but if she wants to fucking kiss somebody on a night out and I'm there with her and the two of us are comfortable with it, I am fine. I'm genuinely okay with that. I don't own you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I turned around and said, no, I'm not comfortable with that, Jade would respect that at the same time. Now, this isn't something that happens. I'm just saying, hypothetically, like, I don't want to ever share you with anybody ever again. Sexually.
Yeah, I'm the same.
I don't want that.
I'm the same.
Don't want that. But I am not going to say that I wouldn't mind if you were kissing someone as a laugh. I know people probably find that really hard to understand. But if we were out like at a party with friends and it was just a fucking a laugh, I don't know. I just feel like, yeah, okay, do it for the crack. I don't know. Is that just me or
no? But like this is our relationship at the end of the day. So like,
but at the same time, also that's how I feel right now in the moment. But there's days when I'm like, no, she is fucking mine. You are mine. Yeah. You are totally fucking mine. You're mine. I don't want anyone else to ever have you.
I know.
But it's like you are like also so special and amazing that it's like awful to not let anyone have a little bit of you. Do you know what I mean? In type of way. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Are you getting tired of all the questions?
No.
Have you felt uncomfortable at all so far?
Some little bits, but
yeah. It's good though.
Yeah.
Are you enjoying it?
I am.
Yeah, me too. Right, Jade.
Right.
How long did you fancy Zena before acting on anything?
I think from the second time I met her.
The second time?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That early?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Really? Mm-hmm. Why did you fancy me?
I just felt like you were somebody that was not seen, not heard. And I just felt like I seen a lot of me in you. And not only that, but like, I liked hearing you talk. Because I had this opinion, not even had an opinion of it before I met you.
Yeah.
But because I was so jealous of you before, because of my own insecurities, then actually meeting you, I was like, wow, this girl is really cool. And then I was like,
did you really think I was cool?
Yeah. And I was like, wow, this girl is actually like...
Have I disappointed you?
No.
Since then?
No.
At all? Best and worst thing about being in a relationship with Zena?
Best thing...
Quick fire answers now. We need to get through them. Okay.
Best thing about being in a relationship with Zena brings me out of my comfort zone to the point I am shit scared. Worst thing about being with Zena is I have to repeat myself a lot of the times, and sometimes I make her feel like she's a child, and I'm very sorry for doing that.
She does make me feel like a child. Right,
next one.
Okay. Oh, jeez, are you mad for another threesome with Danny? Fuck off with the Danny questions.
Yeah.
But, do you know that's the most common question I got in?
You know,
do you want a threesome with Danny? Do you want a threesome with Danny?
You
fancy Danny?
Hashtag your podcast.
Oh, read it out yourself.
Is Zena the best you've had in bed? She is. She actually really is. Yeah, fucking hell yeah, you are. Yes, you are.
Genuinely.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the best you've ever had.
You are the best I've ever had.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I've made you come the hardest. Remember that time?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. I remember that time.
I remember that time too.
I felt like...
Can't beat it.
I know! I'm up against myself.
I'm like, come on.
Every time we have sex now, so it was this one time that that was with Jade, and she was like, oh my God, that's the best I've ever come ever in my whole fucking life.
In the whole land.
In the whole life. And like, I was like, wow. So now every time we have sex, I'm like,
yeah,
what was that? She's like, nah.
No.
That was an 8. And nothing's ever going to be a 10 again.
No, and I'm just like, remember that time? Like, I was just like, just do that again. Then she tries something like, no, it's not the same.
So it's always like every time we have sex now, it's like we do this thing. It's like, what was it out of 10?
Yeah, oh yeah. It's like,
what was
out
it?
of 10.
Out of 10, what was that?
What was it? And if like she says, it's maybe a 7, like, damn it.
Yeah. So now, right, I've got the like, no, but you said at that time it was like fucking 20.
No, that was, you have not, you've nearly matched it, but that was...
Yeah.
That was...
So every time it's like I'm competing against myself now. I'm
know,
like,
yeah.
I wanted
it's like
to
beating your own record.
Yeah, trying to beat me on fucking record.
Yeah. It's good for me though, because I'm just like, just go on, keep trying.
Yeah, keep trying. Right.
Hang on. Yeah.
What superpower do you hold to make all your girlfriends / exes get tattoos of your name on them? Have you had many girlfriends that got your name tattooed on them?
No. You?
Jade has this charm about her. She's got this charm about her. Can't explain it.
No, I'm joking.
Something about Jade. But if you ever get to experience being with Jade, you will go out and get a tattoo of her name.
No, you won't.
You will.
You won't. You won't.
You will go out and get a tattoo of her name.
These people are not well.
Has Jade ever gotten jealous of Zena and Danny's relationship?
Yes,
she has.
I have.
She has. She had insecurities about it before.
And I did. And that's the reason why we all spoke about it as well. And we were just like, look, if we done
This was before the threesome now.
Yeah. Yeah, this was before the threesome. But then after the threesome, I was just like, that was my own insecurity, but I don't think I expressed it to Danny.
No, you never expressed it to Danny. But you didn't express it to me either. It came out at one stage.
Yeah, because like they were really hot at one stage and I was just like, what? And I was really enjoying like watching Danny and Zena. And I was like, I'm really getting off to this. So they must be really getting off to it. And again, it's my insecurity. But we all entered it like willingly, openly. And so this is why we were constantly saying like, if it goes into it a second time, it possibly might ruin.
It wouldn't go into a second
wouldn't,
time.
Yeah,
anyway.
but it wouldn't anyway. But like that's like one time's enough. Do you know what I mean? Because I'll hold my hands up. Like I was thinking like because they were like the best friends, like.
Yeah, but I've had insecurities about Jade and people as well. Yeah. And I think it's only natural.
Yeah.
To have insecurities.
It is.
No fucking relationship is perfect.
Yeah.
There's gonna be, as long as you're able to,
as long as you're open and as long as you talk about it. And like if you go into a threesome and every party is agreeing to go into the threesome, you know the risks that can happen. And you also know that there might not be risks, but like, you know what I mean? Like it's about communication. And yes, I didn't really communicate with Zena, and I don't think Danny knew that I was like a little bit on the fence between like, because like they are best friends. But then all of a sudden, like when the threesome happened, I was just like, oh, maybe it's a little bit more than that. And that was me. That wasn't them doing anything.
It goes deeper though than just that though. I think it comes down with your own insecurities in yourself as well.
Completely.
Do you know what I mean? You can make up scenarios because I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been so insecure.
Like,
I've been so insecure in myself that I've made up scenarios in my head about you with other people as well. Just like, do you know, and you find these things that suit your narrative.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
and
it's
it
like,
just feeds all that shit. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas like there's literally like, do you know, like we're the best friends ever. Like, do you know what? And we all participate in this thing, like just for a laugh and a joke and whatever. So there's kind of no right for anybody to have like a jealousy or because it's just like we all went into this.
We're all fucking adults,
we all went into this like with the same level. So anybody who walks out and has an issue with it, that's on them because nobody actually is doing anything to kind of like.
I think we're pretty secure in where we are now though.
Yeah, we are completely.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love where we are.
Yeah.
I love where we are.
But
it took a lot of work to get there.
It took a lot of, Jesus Christ.
And that's what I think is so special about us.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Who would go through all the shit that we've gone through together?
Yeah.
And come out the other end?
Because I fucking love you.
And I fucking love you too.
You know what I mean? I know that you're better than all the shit, and I know that I'm better than all the shit, and I know that we are better than all the shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Sometimes all you need is patience and a lot of it. A lot. But I promise you, if it feels right in your gut, and especially if you've made big movements to like be with somebody who you're like, right, I'm really taking a risk on this person. If it feels right in your gut and if it feels right in their gut, and it might not be like smooth at the beginning, it's probably, hopefully it'll be worth it.
Yeah.
You just have to be very persistent, a lot of patience, a lot of calm,
Looking back
lot
at
of
it,
meditation,
looking back on it
a
though.
lot of, you know.
All right, that's enough now.
Oh,
Looking back on it, I don't want an easy relationship
no.
because what the fuck does that mean? Do you know what I mean?
You had that before and it wasn't exciting. There was nothing
No.
there.
Right. What's one thing you've learned from your past relationships that makes yours and Zena's better?
Money is not everything.
Okay.
Definitely money is not everything. Happiness and sanity means everything. And kindness, patience, and teamwork. What right, so for you.
One thing I've learned from a past relationship that will make mine and yours better. You see, it's all negative things for me.
Yeah, but what have you learned?
So what
from
I
it?
learned from past relationships, what I've taken from past relationships is to trust my gut feeling. And sometimes that's not a good thing with me. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like past relationships, I've had gut feelings and I've ignored them to come to realize those gut feelings were real and true.
But then sometimes what your negative is that you actually like believe gut feelings that aren't actually really there.
No, but that's what I mean, because I'm an overthinker and I have anxiety, right? So I've always been like, I've always had gut feelings in the past with relationships, you know, but in my head I'm like, I gaslight myself. I'm just like, nah, you're overthinking. You've got anxiety.
Yeah.
These gut feelings that you have are not real. They're a figment of your imagination, which in return, they've always turned out to be fucking real. And then I'm just like, I should have trusted my gut instinct. And then with you, I will have gut feelings about something and I'll be like, it's so conflicting. And that's where the fucking, like, when, like, the trust issues in the past and all would have come in. I'm just like, you know what? I was like, I have not trusted my gut feeling in the past. And I have literally betrayed myself. And it's turned out to be true. And now I have these gut feelings again. And I'm just like, is it my anxiety?
Yeah, I get
and
that.
it's
Yeah,
like,
I
it's
understand.
such a hard thing to fucking deal with. And I never know what's real and what's
what to go by.
what's made up. Do you know what I mean? So, and that's something I really, really struggle with. So I don't know if I've learned anything from my past relationships. Next question, Jade, right? So, do you want to get married and have children?
I would like to have children with you. I'd like to have a little you.
Yeah. Do you want to get married?
Yeah, as soon as you're divorced, we can talk about marriage.
Yeah, I agree.
And why would you want to get married with me? What's the reasons for you wanting to get married again for a second time?
I never really wanted to get married in the first place. It wasn't something that I ever desired. Nothing. But I want to marry you.
Really?
Yeah. For different reasons.
Okay.
And if me and you were to ever get married, it would be just me and you. A few small select people. It would be somewhere foreign. And it would be special. And it would be just for me and you and not for public display. If that makes sense. And I genuinely, hand on my heart, would marry you tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah, I would. I'd marry you tomorrow and I'd have no doubt in my mind whatsoever. Without sounding gay.
It's okay. I like gay.
Yeah.
I like gay
Are
too.
you okay?
Yeah.
Oh, are you going to cry?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of unexpected.
Unexpected? I'm not proposing. I'm
No,
just saying.
I know. It's just the way that you said it.
Yeah? Oh, why did I say it?
I don't know. I just wasn't expecting.
Really?
Yeah, I just wasn't expecting it.
Well, I mean it.
Because I know that we talked about it, like, and I was like, you proposed, and you were like, no, you need to propose, but
Yeah.
I just didn't hear you. talk about it. Like,
Yeah.
so it was nice and just unexpected.
Yeah. Well, I mean it. I would. I'd marry you. All for the right reasons. Okay?
Yeah.
Right. I think after 3 hours, we should end the fucking podcast.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think so as well.
Before we end the podcast, have you got any... There's a fly in my wine.
There's a fly in my wine.
Before
There's a
we
fly
finish
in
the
my
podcast, right? There was actually no like sexy, dirty questions or anything. I don't think it was unhinged at all.
No.
Do you?
No. I'm really sorry if I've bored anybody.
I don't care.
I'm just very emotional.
I don't care if we've bored anybody. I've really enjoyed doing this podcast with you.
Yeah, me too.
I've loved our conversations.
Yeah.
And it's not even just a podcast. Me and you have conversations like this all the time.
And you know what? Like, for people who are listening, right? Like, life doesn't always have to be fucking fun and games. Like, it can also be like deep shit and like stuff that you're dealing with. If this is a place for you to just be like, do you know what? I can kind of like link in every now and again with stuff that the girls are saying. That's cool. That's fine. Like, I know this podcast is typically sex and relationships and all of this, but
madness.
it's not only that. Like, it's like you're not alone, and you know, we're all fucking broken, and we all have shit that we wish that we could say, and like, you know, we're not perfect, and this is a place where, I don't know, it's a safe space. And for anybody who's listening, keep listening, and just know that there is a place for you here with the girls. And I'm delighted that I can be a part of it on this episode, and just thank you for listening. And I'm sorry if I don't know, just bored people or whatever.
We were delighted to have you, Jade, because you're very tasty to look at. So don't even mind. People probably weren't even listening to you. They just care about what you look like.
Stop. No, seriously. Do you know what? Like, just keep feeling. Just like let life. Just keep breathing, keep feeling, and this is a safe space. And for me, to you, thank you, because I also feel like I've kind of opened myself up a little bit.
You have.
So,
Love you.
that's my...
Well, thanks everybody for listening to that episode with me and Jade. Hope you enjoyed it, and give us a like and a follow. I'm pissed, and we shall see you in the next cartoon. We'll see you in the next cartoon. Bye.